Hey guys, it's Marina. So I've talked about what I'm doing as far as my Candida diet to hopefully get rid of the yeast in my body and help heal a thrush infection that's been going on for 8 months. So that's been going pretty well. On day 2. It's not like the amount of food I eat is limited. So I'm eating really as much as I want, vegetables, meat. That's pretty much what I'm eating. I have maybe 1 serving of buckwheat a day. That is allowed, but it's not something that I would like to eat, 3 times a day or 4 times a day. So anyways, so that part is going fine. I do feel a little bit hungry, like faster than I normally would, and that's probably because I don't have the complex carbs and grains that digest long in my system. But anyway, so I've gotten some questions from several people what I'm doing to treat, like if I'm taking any supplements on top of the diet. And I am, and I want to show them to you guys because there's quite a few, and maybe there is someone out there with thrush who would benefit from this. So anyway, as far as topically, after every single feeding, and then after I shower or get changed or whatever, I have a mixture. I take I boil water, and I put a cup of boiling hot water, and I mix a heaping teaspoon of baking soda in there, and it fizzes all around. Once it's done fizzing, I put it in a jar and I put a lid on it, and I keep it in my bathroom. And so after every feeding, or while I'm changing my clothes or taking a shower, whatever, so as often as possible, I have to take like a cotton ball and dip it in that baking soda water and apply it, typically like clean the nipple areas, and then I have to let it air dry. That can take like 10 minutes until it's completely dry. And of course, having to do this 10 times in 24 hours, and in the middle of the night, it can kind of be time consuming. So I just put my blow dryer for my hair on a cold setting, dry that off, and then it's pretty painful. It kind of burns, and it really dries out your skin. It's very harsh. So then I put like a homemade salve on it that's made out of tallow, which is like organic beef fat. It's supposed to be the closest thing to human cells, so it's supposed to be absorbed very well, and that's mixed with some coconut oil and some lavender and some calendula, I think. So it's very soothing, thick, creamy stuff. So I put that on, and then I put nursing pads on, and I go about my day, and I repeat that about 10 times. I do it after every feeding during the day, after showering during the day, and at night I do it probably after the first night feeding around 10 p.m. and then maybe after the 12 p.m. one. But once Natasha wakes up around 3 or 4 a.m. and then until morning, she is a very light sleeper during that stretch, so she might nurse once, she might nurse 5 times during that 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. stretch. But if I try to get out of bed, she wakes up and cries. And since this process takes me at least like 10 minutes, I can't just leave her there crying, because once I get back in bed, she does not want to go back to sleep because she woke up all the way. So anyway, so I don't do it for those feedings. So that's topical. And then here's what I do internal. First thing in the morning, when I wake up on an empty stomach, before I even had water, I do an apple cider vinegar shot. I use this like drinking grade organic apple cider vinegar, and I mix 2 tablespoons with half a cup of water, and I take that. Then half an hour later I can eat. So I can drink whatever, but half an hour later, no food. And then this is right before I eat my breakfast. These are the probiotics I use. Their dosage is 1 pill a day. I'm supposed to be taking mass quantities of probiotics to help kill bacteria and Candida die off. So I'm doing 1 of these in the morning before breakfast, and 1 of these at night before dinner. So before breakfast, I take 1 of these, and then this, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, acidophilus maybe. It's a strain of probiotic that specifically attacks and targets yeast. So these, my midwife or a midwife friend that I know suggested to take at least 5 of these a day. So I can easily remember I'm doing 6. I'm doing 3 in the morning and 3 at night together with this. So 1 of these probiotics, 3 of these probiotics. Then the next thing I do before breakfast, which makes me gag, is cod liver oil. This is the best cod liver oil I could find quality-wise. I do a teaspoon of this and chase it with water. Then I eat my breakfast and go about my day. I repeat this same process, including both of the probiotics at night before dinner. And I also, before dinner, instead of the fish fat, the cod liver oil, I do the vitamin D3. Now that's kind of like my immune system boosting, bacteria killing protocol. And then what I have to do in the middle, you cannot do this with the probiotics. It has to be hours after or hours before. So this is antimicrobial. It's supposed to kill bacteria, I guess, procedure. You cannot do this with your probiotic because it will kill all the good bacteria in the probiotic that you just took. So you need a few hours for that probiotic to absorb well, and then you do the antimicrobial treatment in between. So I do this after lunch, so around 2-3 p.m. This is the kind of like my little bit tough part of the day, and I'll show you why. So the first thing is oregano essential oil. I have doTERRA brand here. It is very, very intensely gross tasting, and it also burns really bad on my skin. So in order, I have to take 2 to 3 drops internally every day. So what I do is I buy these little capsules at the store, and I put 2 to 3 drops of oregano in there, and I fill the rest with olive oil. The reason I did that is because just in case I'm doing this on an empty stomach, when the capsule dissolves, I don't want that burning in my stomach. So that I do a capsule of oregano, and then my next little friends here, I need to be having a tablespoon of fresh garlic. So that's 1 large clove or 2 mediums. It has to be fresh. You can take capsules, but on top of that, you still need to do fresh. And then the juice of half a lemon mixed with a tablespoon, I don't know where I put it, but I have a gallon of raw honey that my parents sent me. They're bee farmers. So a tablespoon of raw honey with half the juice of a lemon. So I actually have it mixed here, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it. Here, let's show you. So that right there, instead of mixing it all together and having garlic chunks mixed with sticky honey in my throat, I mix the lemon juice and honey together, and I do my garlic separate. So I, instead of chewing the garlic so I don't taste it, I just go ahead and swallow it. I'm making a video. 1 minute. So I take the garlic, like half a teaspoon. Then I do the rest. It's not so bad because I just put it in the middle of my mouth and swallow it without trying to chew it or taste it much. And then this is a little bit more intense for me, even though it's just lemon and honey. Oh, last thing, oregano. Oh, so yeah, not so bad. Some of these procedures are not pleasant. The garlic makes me feel pretty queasy for like half an hour, and then my apple cider vinegar on an empty stomach makes me feel queasy for like half an hour. But they're all doable, and I'm hoping this works. So before I started this Candida diet, I wanted to do it for the shortest amount of time possible, and I wanted to have the biggest chance possible of it actually helping, because I've done so many things and they're not helping. So I talked to some midwives, I talked to some lactation consultants, I've talked to some like holistic doctors, I talked to people in like the vitamin shop and the Whole Foods and all that. So this is all the things they recommended and that they came up with. So I'm doing my best. I'm doing this every single day for a week now as far as the treatment stuff, and then I'm on the day 2 of the diet. So I will keep you guys posted, and I'll let you know if there's any changes to the symptoms. But so far, everything is going well. Bye.